In this video, we will be going over how to set preferences in the auto-generate option of the scheduler. Please note that before setting preferences and auto-generating schedules, if busy times have not been added, it's best to add first before generating schedules. Scheduler also reminds you to add this with a link to add busy times. If busy times have been added or you do not need to add busy times, you can go ahead and set preferences to your schedule. Click on Configure Preferences, and it will direct you through every preference section, or you can click on any of the number of the 4 on the left-hand side. Or if you skip this step, it will just take you directly to generate schedules without setting any preferences. Back to Configuring Preferences, the first preference section is Time-Based Preferences, allowing you to put a minimum and maximum minutes between classes. Number of days allows you to select whether you want fewer days, more classes, more days, fewer classes, or just to have a balanced schedule. Where busy time allows you to block off times where you are unavailable. This section allows you to identify times in which you can take classes. You would just fill out the corresponding boxes, start time and end time, and select the days of the week in which you are available. Click on Save, and you have the option to edit or remove available times at any point. Once you are done with this preference section, you can click on Save and Finish, and it will take you to auto-generate schedules, or click on Next, which will take you to the next preference section. Number of classes is next in the Preferences section. Based on the instructions, you can either select Take Them All, or if you have iPlanned Extra, click on iPlanned Extra. As a tip, iPlanned Extra is useful for planning backup classes in case some are filling up fast or may not be offered during that specific semester, or if you need to fulfill a core requirement. This is also where this section is useful. Of the amount of classes that you have planned, figure out the minimum number you want to take and the maximum. In this section, you can choose which classes you must take together and they will be generated in every schedule. An example would be a science lecture and lab. Click on the Add button, and this will save the classes that must be taken together. You can always have the option of removing. This next section allows you to set up classes that you do not want to take together. An example is that if you have 2 math classes and you want to take one or the other but not both, this is where you can set that up if you need to fulfill your math requirement. Click on the Add button to save, and you have the option of deleting. You also have the option to prioritize which classes you would want to take by telling Scheduler what you prefer over others. Please note that want and don't want are very strict when applied. It limits calendar options, as schedules must include or not include these courses. Prefer and don't prefer are more flexible than want and don't want, and will generate more calendars with this preference, but not necessarily remove calendars that don't follow the applied preference. Neutral is just how it sounds and will generate any schedule with this class. Once all preferences are set for this section, you can either click on Save and Finish, and it will take you back out to auto-generate schedules, or click on Next. Also note, at any point you can reset all preferences to default. This next section in Preferences is Professor Preferences. Again, once you are done, you can either click on Save and Finish, or go to the next section. This section allows you to set preferences on delivery types of classes. This section can vary in options as it depends on the classes that were selected and their delivery types. The delivery options are as follows: in-person, hybrid, online classroom, or online. Once you are done with this section, click on Save and Finish, and you are now ready to auto-generate schedules with your applied preferences.